Before you opened this video, you probably checked your phone. Maybe without even thinking. A quick scroll, one notification, one short video, one message, and without realizing it, your mind was already being controlled. Every single day, billions of people enter the digital world believing they are free. Free to watch, free to choose, free to think. But what if that freedom is only an illusion? What if the apps in your pocket know your emotions better than your closest friends? What if social media isn't just entertainment, but the most powerful psychological experiment in human history? Welcome to the DocuVerse. Tonight, we uncover the hidden system designed to capture your attention, manipulate your emotions, and slowly reshape the way you think. It begins innocently. A teenager opens an app for 5 minutes. A man checks one notification during lunch. A woman watches a single short video before sleep. But social media was never designed for just 5 minutes. It was designed to keep you there forever. Because in the digital age, your attention is worth billions. The biggest social media companies on earth are not selling apps. They are selling human attention. Your attention. Every second you spend scrolling generates money through ads, engagement, and data collection. The longer you stay online, the more profitable you become. And to keep you online longer, platforms use something incredibly powerful. Algorithms. Invisible systems powered by artificial intelligence that study everything about you. What makes you laugh? What makes you angry? What makes you emotional? What keeps your eyes on the screen for even 2 seconds longer? They watch. They learn. And then they adapt. Social media knows your personality. It knows when you feel lonely. It knows when you're insecure. It even knows what time at night you are emotionally weakest. And once it understands you, it begins controlling what you see. Not randomly, strategically. Imagine entering a room where every wall slowly changes to match your beliefs. That is social media. The more you interact with certain content, the more similar content appears. Watch one angry video, and suddenly your feed becomes filled with outrage. Search for fitness once, and your screen becomes flooded with perfect bodies and impossible beauty standards. Watch conspiracy theories, and the algorithm feeds you even more extreme ideas. Without realizing it, you enter something called an echo chamber. A digital world where you only hear opinions that reinforce your existing emotions and beliefs. And slowly, your reality changes. Because humans are deeply influenced by repetition. If you see something enough times, your brain begins accepting it as truth, even when it's false. That's how social media shapes politics, trends, beauty standards, fears, and even entire generations. Not through force, but through constant exposure. But social media's most dangerous weapon is not information. It's dopamine, the chemical inside your brain connected to pleasure and addiction. Every like, every comment, every message, every notification, every new follower, triggers tiny dopamine releases inside your brain. And your brain remembers that feeling. Soon, you crave it again. And again. And again. Scientists compare this system to slot machines in casinos. Because uncertainty creates addiction. You never know when the next exciting post, viral video, or message will appear. So your thumb keeps scrolling. Searching. Waiting for another dopamine hit. This is why people check their phones hundreds of times a day without realizing it. Why silence feels uncomfortable. Why boredom has almost disappeared from modern life. Social media trained the human brain to fear stillness. And the effects are becoming terrifying. Studies across the world link excessive social media use to rising anxiety, depression, loneliness, stress, and low self-esteem. Especially among teenagers. For the first time in history, millions of people compare their real lives to carefully edited highlights from strangers online. Perfect faces, perfect vacations, perfect relationships, perfect lifestyles, perfect bodies. But most of it is fake. Filtered, edited, manufactured for attention. Yet the human brain reacts as if it's real. And slowly, people begin feeling inadequate inside their own lives. A teenager stares into a mirror wondering why they don't look perfect. A young man measures his worth through likes and followers. A child loses confidence before even discovering who they truly are. Social media no longer just influences thoughts. It shapes identity. But the system goes even deeper. Social media rewards outrage, not peace. Because anger keeps people engaged longer. Think about it. The posts most likely to go viral are often the most emotional. Fear, conflict, shock, humiliation, division. Because emotional reactions generate comments, shares, arguments, and endless engagement. And the algorithm loves engagement, even if it destroys mental health in the process. This means platforms often push content that keeps society divided, distracted, and emotionally unstable, because emotional people stay online longer. In other words, your emotions have become profitable. And perhaps the most disturbing part of all is surveillance. Every click you make creates data. Your interests, your habits, your routines, your fears, your location, your late-night searches, collected silently every single day. Companies use this information to predict human behavior with shocking accuracy. Sometimes even before you make decisions yourself. Imagine a machine that knows what products you'll buy, who you might vote for, what mood you're in, whether you feel lonely, anxious, or heartbroken. That machine already exists, and billions willingly carry it inside their pockets. But social media's greatest trick was convincing humanity that constant connection equals happiness. Yet despite being more connected than ever before, many people feel more isolated than ever. Real conversations became shorter, attention spans became weaker, moments became content, experiences became performances. People stopped living memories, and started recording them. At concerts, thousands raise phones instead of simply experiencing the moment. At dinners, families sit together while staring into separate screens. Even loneliness is interrupted by scrolling. Humanity became connected digitally, but disconnected emotionally. And then came the endless comparison. People compare their behind-the-scenes struggles to someone else's highlight reel. A person watches luxury lifestyles online while struggling financially. A teenager sees edited beauty standards and begins hating their own reflection. Someone watches influencers constantly smiling and assumes everyone else is happier than they are. But social media rarely shows reality. It shows performance. Because online, attention is currency. The more shocking, emotional, beautiful, or dramatic something appears, the more engagement it receives. And people slowly begin building digital versions of themselves designed only for approval. A version that looks happier, more successful, more attractive, more perfect. But maintaining a fake identity comes with a cost. Exhaustion, anxiety, loneliness. Because deep inside, many people fear that if the filters disappear, nobody will truly like the real version of them. And while humanity searches for validation online, something else is disappearing. Attention spans. Studies suggest modern attention spans are shrinking dramatically. Short videos train the brain to expect constant stimulation every few seconds. Fast cuts, loud sounds, instant entertainment. As a result, many people now struggle to focus on books, conversations, or even their own thoughts for long periods of time. The brain becomes addicted to speed. Silence begins to feel uncomfortable. Stillness feels empty. And the ability to simply sit alone with your thoughts slowly disappears. But perhaps the most dangerous effect of social media is how invisible its control truly is. Because people believe they are choosing freely. They believe they control what they watch. But every platform is carefully engineered to guide behavior. Autoplay keeps videos running. Notifications pull you back. Infinite scrolling removes stopping points. Algorithms study your reactions in real time. Every detail is designed to maximize one thing: your attention. Because attention is power. The longer platforms control your attention, the more they influence your thoughts, emotions, decisions, and behavior. And when billions of people are influenced by the same systems at the same time, entire societies can change. Trends spread globally overnight. Public opinion shifts rapidly. Fear spreads faster than facts. And misinformation travels across the world in seconds. Sometimes faster than truth itself. But does this mean social media is completely evil? Not exactly. Social media can educate people, connect families, spread awareness, create opportunities, inspire creativity, give voices to those who were once ignored. But like any powerful tool, it becomes dangerous when humans lose control over it. And right now, millions already have. The truth is frighteningly simple. If an app is free, you are not the customer. You are the product. Your time, your focus, your emotions, your behavior, sold piece by piece inside the attention economy. And every moment spent endlessly scrolling is another moment someone profits from your mind. But awareness changes everything. The moment you understand the system, you begin escaping it. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Take breaks from endless scrolling. Spend time in the real world. Protect your attention carefully, because your attention shapes your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your actions. And your actions shape your future. One day, historians may look back at this era and ask a terrifying question. How did billions of humans willingly hand over control of their minds to machines? And maybe the answer will be simple. Because it happened slowly, one scroll at a time. So the next time you unlock your phone, ask yourself carefully. Are you controlling social media? Or is social media controlling you? Thanks for watching the DocuVerse. If this documentary opened your eyes, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us for more powerful stories revealing the hidden truths shaping our world. Until next time, stay curious.